What's up, guys? My name is Kobe Waters, and I dropped out of college twice. And this is my YouTube channel. I document my journey of breaking the cycle, breaking the chains, and becoming financially free. I'm 21 years old right now. I work in retail. The pay is actually pretty dang nice for a low, I guess you want to consider it a low uh, ending job, or like a starting job. It actually does pay really nice compared to other retail places. I'm just an associate. I'm trying to work my way up to become a manager, but even then, I want to become financially free and financially independent from anybody. And this is pretty much my documentation of this channel. I want to do something, create a business, and also invest in my money. I'm really into Bitcoin, very into Bitcoin actually. I first bought Bitcoin when I was at 16,000. I know, I mean, I didn't start when like it was in the trenches, but I also didn't start when it's at 100K, But unfortunately, I sold all my profits when when I reached like 30 or $40,000, and I really wish I didn't, but it's okay because I've been watching a lot of Bitcoin podcasts and everything, and one of the things I've learned is that everyone shares a similar story. Everyone seems to get into Bitcoin and at some point sold, and then at some point realize, oh crap, why did I sell? And then they just take that to learn for later on. And I feel like I kind of relate to that story. And I'm going all in on Bitcoin right now at 100K. I'm putting a bunch of money away as much as I can, and I'm really, 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 really passionate right now about Bitcoin. But I also want to do something else. I do want to become like I guess, if you want to say an entrepreneur, but I want to grow. I need to grow my skills. I need to grow my assets. I need to make something out of my life. And yeah, I'm not ashamed of the job I have. It pays really good. It's actually, pretty nice. But at the same time, I know that I need to grow my skills. I need to grow my skills. That's just pretty much it. I need to grow my skills. I need to grow my money. And I would say that whatever, any job I had, like there's no job that, would make me satisfied with not growing my skills. There would be no job that would satisfy me not growing my money. I'm a big believer of I'm a big believer in crypto, first of all, but I'm also a big believer in not liking cash. I do not like cash anymore. I used to be one of those people that was told growing up that all you have to do is to put all your cash away, all your savings, maybe invest in your 401k, IRA, and everything. But that's it, just hold on to your cash, And I'm just a total believer now, and the total opposite, not holding on to not holding on to a lot of cash. I'm fortunate enough where I don't have rent right now, so I'm really taking advantage of that. And unfortunately, I have, I think $30,000 in student loans, which freaking sucks. But other than that, like, I'm in a good spot right now where I can put in the rest of my money right now all into crypto, and just grow. I'm really think that next 5 years from now, I'm gonna be really happy that I made this move. And this is kind of a video right now to tell everybody, look, I told you so. I think Bitcoin's gonna be up to $1 million by 2030. I think XRP is gonna grow. I don't think it's gonna grow as much as people think, but I do think that we can see like the $20 mark, and by 2030, I mean, yeah, the $20 to $30 mark by 2030, and that would be freaking huge. I don't think it's gonna grow any more than that, but with that being said, I think I'm in a good spot right now to just keep on investing, and also really trying to figure out my life right now and what excites me other than crypto, because I do have to grow my money as well, like actual cash, so I can put more money into crypto, but also I want to start something, and I'm trying to find that something, which I'm not sure what it can be. I don't know. I'm not a believer in like of what everyone else is doing. If you look up on YouTube right now how to start a business, you're gonna see the same things you saw if you looked up how to start a business 5 years ago, back in COVID, like drop shipping, all that other stuff. I'm just not into it all. I want to find what actually excites me and what actually motivates me to do something, and maybe not look for that financial value right away, but maybe within the next 5 years or so with hard work. I'm thinking about maybe getting back into video game development right now, because I look at the games right now, they all suck. They've all sucked for the past 5 years really. I mean, there's been a couple unicorns since COVID, but pretty much every single game that came out has sucked. So maybe I'll do that. If I don't really see the potential in money or something, then I'm not gonna do it. But other than that, this is just my start. This is my documentation of growing my money and becoming financially free. So if you want to, you can like, you can subscribe, and you can join me on this journey. I'm very bullish about Bitcoin, very bullish about XRP, and I don't think that myself in 5 years from now is not going to be mad that I didn't put enough money in there, because I'm putting as much money as I possibly can right now, and I think that's all that matters. I want Bitcoin to literally pay for my future, so the way I look at it is, when I'm putting a lot of my paycheck into Bitcoin, when I'm putting all that away, I just look at it that it's going to grow exponentially in the next 5 years. So I'm not looking for it to be rich tomorrow, because I know a lot of people in crypto, they're trying to find that unicorn coin. They're trying to find that unicorn coin to get rich tomorrow, and I'm just crazy about the well-known coins, the coins that I know are going to actually succeed, and I'm putting my money in those coins, and I'm not looking to get rich tomorrow. I'm looking to get, rich in the next 5 to 10 years, and that's very possible, very, very, very possible. And yeah, but besides of crypto, I want to find another route. I want to find another form of business that I can succeed in. So with that being said, thank you all for watching today's video. This is just my documentation, and yeah, much love. Peace out.